Kiyoshiのバカ、超バカすぎる。
Hello, welcome. See, the audio and video quality is much better. Trust in me and you shall receive. Today I want to talk about the proper way to hold chopsticks and eat ramen using said chopsticks. I've covered this in another video on my other channel, but that was in Japanese. This is going to be in English for those of you who don't want to suffer through our questionable Japanese.
うざいんだよもう村上。
熱くない？
熱くない熱くない。
I'm kidding, we're pretty good at it. First off, I want to cover how to hold chopsticks properly. Now, I don't consider myself the world's leading authority on chopstick usage or anything like that. I learned myself from a fellow JA when I was 18. I've only had about 20 years experience myself using chopsticks, so I'm not the best. But I'm pretty good at it. I'm at least average at it, which is better than most of the population of America. So when I go to a ramen shop, and I've seen this here in America and in Japan, I see a lot of people who weren't raised in chopstick cultures, white people, try and fail to use chopsticks properly. They tend to use chopsticks in a, let's say, non-conventional way. And they vary in skill, no fault of their own. Side story, I used to work in a ramen shop as a waiter, and this group of 3 came in. 2 white dudes and an Asian girl. And we usually had chopsticks laid out for the customers on the tables before they came in. We also had forks in the back for people who weren't used to them. White people. Anyway, one of the 3 raised their hands and asked for a fork. Which one, you ask? The Asian girl asked. The white dudes used the chopsticks just fine. I just thought that was so funny. But obviously, just because you're Asian doesn't mean you automatically know how to use chopsticks. That's presumptuous of me. I'm not talking about everybody when I'm talking about improper chopsticks usage, but mostly white people. It was also a lot of Filipinos. Seriously gotta work on this racism problem I have. Anyway, this is the way I see people hold chopsticks. These people hold them close to the front. They look like goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex hands. You can't grab anything with this. You can't. It's very hard to grab with your Tyrannosaurus Rex hands. A better way to hold them is toward the back end. It gives you more leverage, and it's easier to pick things up with, like a date, because they'll be so impressed with how well you're able to use chopsticks now. Now we'll deal with how to hold chopsticks. First, place the first stick gently in the crevice between your thumb and your forefinger, like so. Secondly, grip. Thirdly, position your fingers in a V shape. No, I'm not saying screw you the way they would do so in the UK. These are pencil fingers, because you have to hold the second stick like a pencil, like so. Fourthly, is that the right word? I know it's the right word, it just sounds so wrong. Next, now that you have the 2 sticks in place, you can start to pick things up with them, hopefully food. Now it's just like a gun trigger. You're going to want to squeeze, not pull. If you pull, nothing will happen. So squeeze. Now you are a chopstick master. Now that you have these new skills, you're going to want to practice with them. Today, for our practice ramen, we're going to be using Okinawa soba. Okinawa soba is different from most other ramen. It has a light shio flavor, and it uses chijiremen, which is a crinkly type of ramen noodle, made that way so the soup can grip onto it easily. It's different than your standard hosomen, futomen, or...
Come on, man!
Now why do they make it that way in Okinawa? I don't know. You'd think I know, since I have Okinawan blood running through half of my veins. But I can't go to Okinawa to do the research, because I'm poor. Now in America, we're taught not to slurp because it's rude or some other arbitrary reasons. I think it's because we just don't know how to do it properly. We tend to do it like this. Now that looks like an asshole. Can assholes slurp ramen? Apparently, since I see so many of you doing it. I'm kidding. I don't believe you're an asshole if you eat noodles that way. Now it's clear Americans aren't accustomed to eating ramen the correct way. I even saw someone doing it like this once. Now that is without a doubt the incorrect way to eat ramen. I don't think anybody would dispute that. Now, to slurp the right way, you're going to want to make an O sound with your mouth, like when you're pronouncing the Japanese syllable ho. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. 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 First, You bring your ramen noodles to your face, like so. Then, you insert it into your mouth, like so.
Jesus Christ, that's hot!
First, take a bunch and blow on it 3 times. When you slurp, you're going to want to create a sucking motion. This way, you also bring air into your mouth as you're eating the noodles, thus cooling the noodles as they enter your mouth. The Japanese have thought of everything. Usually, you're going to be sitting at a bar if you're eating noodles in Japan, so this may not apply to you. But otherwise, when you slurp, make sure you make eye contact with the person sitting directly across from you. Now, obviously, I'm kidding. I'm not judging anybody for using chopsticks improperly or eating ramen weirdly. I'm just saying there might be an easier way to do it, and the Japanese have made it an art form, as usual. So thank you for watching my rant on chopstick usage and my tutorial on how to eat ramen correctly. Check out this shirt I designed. It should show you how much I love ramen. If you like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and check the links below. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye! Okinawa soba is different from most other ramen. It has a nice Hey, thanks for watching. As I mentioned before, I'm a writer. I currently have 3 books published on Amazon, one of which is absolutely free. It's called The Death of Death, and people love it. It's currently free, so it's low risk. Please go check it out. Also, Halloween is coming up, and I have another Halloween-themed book called The Deceased Miss Blackwell and Her Not-So-Imaginary Friends. If you like Tim Burton or Neil Gaiman, you'll love these. Thanks again.